In this video, we'll discuss the 5 steps to help you secure your first job as a software developer. These steps will provide you with the necessary guidance to impress hiring managers by building and studying the right things. We'll walk you through each step so that you don't have to deal with confusion, false starts, or half-finished projects. If you've been struggling to learn how to code and feel like you're not making any progress, these steps are perfect for you. We've seen people from diverse backgrounds successfully use this process to land a new job. Get your phone out, take notes, and let's dive in. Step 1 in getting your first job as a software developer is to choose the right programming stack. A stack is simply a collection of software and tools for building web applications. The mistake most people make when starting out is asking the wrong question. What programming language should I learn? There are countless opinions and top 10 lists out there, which can leave you feeling overwhelmed and confused. When seeking advice, some developers may suggest their favorite language or the most popular one, without taking into consideration the job market in your area. So, what should you do instead? Research the job market and look for the most in-demand stacks. You can use job search websites like Indeed or Glassdoor to see how many open positions there are for a particular language or technology in your area. This will give you a better idea of which stack to focus on to increase your chances of getting hired. By following this approach, you can have a clear path and goal to get your first software development job. Let's talk about step 2, immersive learning. In step 1, we discussed what you should learn. Now let's discuss how to learn it. Many people buy books or take online courses, but they often quit because they're either confused, undisciplined, or unsure of which path to take. It's easy to get lost in the sea of information out there. Let me ask you a question. If you want to become a professional fighter, do you think reading Mike Tyson's book on boxing from cover to cover would prepare you for a fight? Probably not. But what if you took his online course, studied every fight he had, and learned all his techniques? Would you be ready to fight? Still no, you'd probably get knocked out. Here's the thing about immersive learning. It's more than just taking a class. It's about having a coach. Just like how Mike Tyson had a coach in the early years of his career who kept him on the right path and made sure he did everything right. In immersive learning, when you're learning how to code, you need a coach to encourage you when you want to quit, keep you on the right track, and make sure your learning path is consistent, leading you to your goal of getting a software job. If you take anything away from this, understand that immersive learning is more than just taking a class or watching online videos. It's about having a teacher, mentor, or a coach who can guide you and provide expertise when you're confused or stuck. Top performers in society have coaches who tell them how to be the best at their job. If you want to become a software developer, find a coach who has experience in coding and can teach you what you need to know to get that job. So, if you're serious about changing your life, consider immersive learning with a coach who can guide you towards your goal. Step 3 of our 5-step plan to land your first software developer job is to create professional projects. Many people share their projects online, but they are not professional grade or don't solve any business problem. You don't want to end up building something like a tic-tac-toe site or a hot dog app that won't impress the hiring managers. Instead, build something that solves a real-world business problem. Why? Imagine you're a Cubs fan and you see another person wearing a Cubs hat on the street. You can instantly strike up a conversation with them because you both share a common passion. The same can happen in the interview if you build professional projects. So, what makes a project professional? First, it should have a professional user interface, UI. This means your UI should look like a standard application, not too trendy or playful. Second, it must solve a business problem. Third, it should connect to a database. A professional UI suggests the code behind it is also professional. So it's important to pay attention to details like spelling, alignment, and overall design. People are visual buyers, so a well-designed project will make a great first impression. If you build a professional-grade software project that meets these criteria, you're well on your way to landing a software development job. Remember, if you know how to code, you're hireable. We're on step 4 of your 5-step plan to land your first development job. You've already picked a stack, immersed yourself in learning, and built a professional project. Now it's time to tackle the scary part: The interview. It can be intimidating, especially if you've heard horror stories of people bombing their tech interviews. One mistake that people often make is trying to memorize code trivia. However, it isn't necessarily a useful approach, as most tech leads or hiring managers will simply print out a list of top interview questions and ask them in order. The key is to relate any code trivia questions back to the portfolio you built in step 3. Before they even ask you a question, offer to show them your portfolio. This will demonstrate that you're interested in the company and that you have something to show them. If they agree, you can then guide the conversation towards your project and control the interview. You should be able to answer questions about your project and walk them through the code if needed. In addition, you can ask them questions about their projects and goals. This will show that you're not just interested in talking about yourself, but also in learning about the company and how you can fit in. By following these steps, you can make the interview less intimidating and increase your chances of landing your dream job. To sum up, the first step towards getting a development job is to have a portfolio. Show it to the interviewer and relate any code trivia questions to it. If they ask you about classes, objects, or .NET programming, demonstrate your knowledge by showing them a project in your portfolio. The idea is to get them to ask questions about your portfolio. Show your initiative by asking them about the job. This approach can help you take control of the interview and increase your chances of getting the job. These techniques have been proven to work and are a cut above the rest. Step 5 of our plan is to work with recruiters. Recruiters are hired by employers to find suitable candidates for jobs. Some developers criticize recruiters for not understanding their job or not being coders themselves. However, recruiters are salespeople who try to match candidates with opportunities that are not publicly posted. Using recruiters is free for candidates, and employers pay the hiring fee. It is important to be courteous to recruiters and use them to find opportunities. Candidates should reach out to recruiting firms, show their portfolio, and build relationships to find job opportunities. To sum up, always be polite and take the recruiter's call. Show them your portfolio to demonstrate your skills and readiness to work. By following these steps and watching our video, trying to get a software job, you're doing it wrong. You can improve your chances of getting your first software development job. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips. Have a great day.